How are we doing? Today we're going to be doing a 2013 Chrysler Town & Country AC compressor replacement. We have a failed compressor with no suction or pressures on the high and low side of the gauges. And so the customer has asked that we put a used compressor in this system, a used compressor replacement, which is definitely a feasible way of repairing an AC system depending on what went bad on the old unit. So if you have a clutch that went bad, you're definitely good to go ahead and put a used compressor in and probably have a good luck of success with getting some cooling back to the vehicle for a minimal amount of money. If you have contaminants in the system at all, it will wipe out the new compressor. It's just tough to say whether it's going to be a day or a year. Really depends on how much you use it and how much metal or material from the old compressor is left in the system. So we'll go ahead and do this repair today and bring you along with us. Located underneath the airbox. So usually best just to get this airbox up out of your way, and you'll have the high side port right there. The low side port is the back of the firewall over by the brake master cylinder. So we locate those. Defective compressor. The clutch is extremely easy to spin, almost seems like it's sheared off internally. Should have some pullback to that, a little bit of what feels like compression being made. And there's our tensioner that we need to release so that we can get the belt off. Compressors are pretty basic and easy. You've got 1, 2, 3. The fourth one's kind of hidden. 4 mounting bolts, or 2 nuts or 2 bolts, and then just your 2 pressure and vacuum lines that you need to disconnect when the compressor comes out. They're actually pretty simple to repair and replace. So we'll go ahead and remove those 4 mounting components and the 2 suction and vacuum lines, or excuse me, suction and pressure lines, and we'll show you guys the compressor here in a minute. If you decide to do your own AC job, make sure that you know what you're dealing with and know what you're doing. The system needs to be completely evacuated before you just start on it. I mean, every state has their own laws of how it needs to be dealt with. It might be on a federal basis, I'm not sure, but you should definitely know what you're doing before you get into this. If you have an idea of what you're doing and know how the AC system works and how to be safe about it, it's pretty basic and simple how to repair or replace a compressor. That's never good. That's never good to see come out of a compressor. This thing has an extreme internal failure, and the new compressor that the customer has asked us to put in is probably going to fail pretty quick. Something to be aware of when you're trying to do a cheap AC repair, because you can waste a lot of money very quick. If you ever see that coming out of a compressor, stop what you're doing and seek some professional help. And that's all there is to it. That's what you need to remove to do the AC compressor on this particular van. On this particular unit, it uses this style of a sill. You always want to replace your sills when you're doing a repair on an AC system. It's really just not worth the price of an O-ring to have a leak. This is going to be our new used compressor. Put in place of where the element view. Every AC system is going to be different. On this unit, we're going to go ahead and add 2 ounces of our PAG oil to the high side port. We're going to rotate the compressor over a couple turns to allow that fluid to circulate through. And then that's going to be a full charge for this system. This system, every system's different, but this system wants however much came out of the old compressor, which was 1 ounce plus 1 ounce. So we're going to go 2 ounces into this system.